without further ado, let's welcome the speaker to be here, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Tak nak ready ni. Dah ready ke belum ni? Everybody ready? Ready? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, let's welcome Dr. Mohd Rawi, a medical retina and uveitis consultant in KLI Specialist Center. Woohoo! Okay, so today doctor is going to talk about diabetic retinopathy. So far, you know, all the way during her sharing, kalau korang rasa, Allah, I tak faham ni, korang boleh ingatkan soalan tu and then korang boleh ask after this, alright? Okay, doctor, yes. Now, let's share more about diabetic retinopathy.
Thank you, Kay. Thank you to the organizer, Focus Point, for inviting me for the talk. It's a great pleasure to me to be here. So I'm going to talk about diabetic retinopathy. What are the importance? Okay. All right. So I would like to share with you a story of a patient of mine. He's a 40-year-old gentleman. He's an executive. He presented with sudden onset blurring of vision and he's seeing black dots on his vision. The symptoms, he has also symptoms of easily tiredness and unexplained weight loss. So when he came to us, his vision was very poor. You can see this is actually the fundus photo or the retina of a patient who is a diabetic. As compared to the photo on the left side, you can see the normal retina.
Oh.
This is the normal retina. So what can you see here? You couldn't see clearly because there's blood in the eye.
Oh.
So imagine this is our eye, right? This is the eye model. Okay. So this is our eye. Inside the eye, we have what we call as vitreous. So when it is bleeding, so that's why the patient couldn't see. So the patient was sudden onset because the blood rupture. So he couldn't see, and when examined him, he has very high glucose level, very high sugar level in the blood. And then the kidney function is also deranged, is very thin, he's pale looking because the kidney function is not functioning well. So his, the diagnosis was he's newly diagnosed type 2 diabetes, complicated with proliferative diabetic retinopathy. I will explain to this later, what is proliferative. It's so like medical term.
Canggih sangat.
And he also has diabetic kidney disease. Okay. So, what he said is the diagnosis had a huge impact on him, his family and his friends. Because previously he's working, right? So he has diabetic kidney disease, he has to go for dialysis every day, 1, 3 and 5. So he has to go for regular eye checkup, regular medical checkup. So all this make him unable to go to work. So he lost his job. So now the wife has to work to be the breadwinner and he has 2 children. So that's why diabetes is so important. Yeah.
So nanti doktor pun akan share, you know, how this happen. Lepas tu macam mana kita nak jaga. At the same time, everyone pun boleh like look at the symptoms kan. Sama ada ni akan terjadi pada diri sendiri ke tak?
Yes. Okay, I will talk to you later. Because diabetes is so important because now 1 in 5 adults in Malaysia have diabetes.
1 in 5?
1 in 5.
It's like 1 in 5. So 5 orang tu 1 orang akan dapat.
Yes.
Dahsyatnya.
Yes, dahsyat. Yang satu lagi that we are worried is 1 in 2 adults in Malaysia are not aware that they have diabetes.
1 in 2 is like
satu daripada 2 tak tahu dia ada diabetes.
Mungkin kita dah dapat diabetes.
Mungkin kita ada, I don't know. Then we have to go for screening.
Yeah. Okay.
So what is diabetes? If you want to know what is diabetes, when we eat, the food will be processed into glucose, sugar, gula. So gula ni, sugar is important for us to give energy to our cells. Basically untuk bagi tenaga. So when the insulin is basically to bring the blood sugar from the bloodstream to the cells so that they can produce energy. But somehow in a patient with diabetes, either the insulin is not enough, is not produced, or if that is produced, you couldn't use it very well. Tak boleh guna pun. So the glucose, the sugar will stay in the bloodstream rather than go into your cells. So that's why you have high blood sugar. Gula tu tinggi.
So maksudnya gula dalam darah tu dah terlampau tinggi.
Yes, gula dalam darah. So
okay.
you have type 1, the most common one, you have type 1, type 2 and diabetic in pregnancy. Okay, so diabetes is from head to toe, daripada atas sampai bawah. So you have all these complication, like you can have stroke, you can have heart attack, and then you can have kidney problem. You have to go for regular dialysis, and you can have risk of amputation. And these come in people who are younger. Sometimes you can have premature death because of this complication. At age of 40, for example, you are still working, you can have this without noticing, and then you can have this presentation. How about the eyes? For the eyes, you can have diabetic retinopathy, which we will talk in depth later. You can have cataract. Cataract is number 1 cause of blindness in Malaysia. And diabetes is the second one, diabetic retinopathy. But unlike cataract, which is reversible, means you can do the cataract surgery and your vision can get better, but diabetic retinopathy can lead to irreversible blindness. So the whole life you couldn't see.
Maksudnya kalau you dah dapat diabetic retinopathy, takkan sembuh?
Yes, boleh jadi macam tu. Yes.
Alright. So memang kena jaga-jaga
Betul, betul.
Okay,
Memang kena jaga. Okay.
Alright.
So what happened because, okay, imagine this is our blood vessel. Ini salur darah kita So salur darah kita dalam keadaan biasa, kita punya yang sebelah kiri ni gula okay, normal. Tapi bila gula tinggi dalam darah, this one on the right hand side, high blood sugar, dia akan sebabkan sugar kan dia punya properties melekat-lekat, sticky. So bila dia melekat-lekat, kita punya salur darah ni tak boleh nak bergerak. Kita punya salur darah, you imagine dalam salur darah kita, imagine this straw like our blood vessel, salur darah. Dalam tu ada banyak sugar. Normally you have very minimal sugar, but somehow you have a lot of sugar in the bloodstream, blood circulation. So it cause all the blood constituent to become sticky. So they move slowly in the bloodstream. Okay. Imagine, kita ada some kita panggil basement membrane yang pegang kita punya blood vessel, so it becomes strong. Tapi kalau dia dah lama-lama dia akan rosak. Okay, what happened? Okay, when the basement membrane is lost, hilang because of the high sugar, everything will leak. Mula-mula keluar salur darah dulu. So apa yang senang nak keluar? Fluid, air. So that cause swelling. Air akan keluar. Lepas air keluar, dia akan keluar all the blood constituent. Dia akan keluar protein, dia akan keluar red blood cell. So semua akan leaking. That's why you perasan patient ada kencing manis, they can have all this problem. They can have sudden onset of heart attack, sudden onset of stroke, sudden onset of blood or vision. Because bila salur darah tu tinggi, dia block, dia boleh sebabkan block. Selain daripada bocor, dia boleh sebabkan block. Can cause blockage. So bila block, apa yang akan jadi? Our blood vessel can say, okay, we don't have enough oxygen in our blood, in the eye. So salur darah ni akan hasilkan salur darah baru. Yeah, they will produce a new blood vessel. Then this new blood vessel is nasty. It's not like the blood vessel that we have when we were in the mother's womb. It can bleed easily. It can have scar formation. It can cause detachment of the retina, the film of the eye. So that's why you couldn't see. And this is the reason why patient with diabetes can have irreversible blindness. Yeah.
Okay.
I show the photo to you after this.
This because gula tu tinggi dalam darah.
Yes. It start with the high sugar in the blood.
Alright.
Yeah.
So far everybody okay? Faham? Faham
Okay.
Dapat dengar jelas? Jelas Okey, baik. Kita teruskan.
Okay. So, diabetes is not only in Malaysia but it's an epidemic, macam COVID. Okay, COVID is an epidemic worldwide. Diabetes is also worldwide. It's an epidemic. How much is it increased? By projection in 2045 is projected as high as 46%, more about 50% increment in 2045 compared to now. So it's a whopping 50% increase.
Lagi banyak orang
dapat. So it's one of the emergencies of the 21st century, diabetes. Satu benda yang emergency that we have to look very hard on this. We have to really take care after our own health. Okay, why? Mainly because of longer lifespan, modern lifestyle. We eat a lot, and then we obesity, and we don't exercise that
Terlalu
much.
banyak makanan available.
Yes, yes. 24/7 ada makanan.
Alright.
Alright, so what's next? So how about in Malaysia? In Malaysia, as compared to 2011 to now 2021, the increment is more than 50%. You see? If let's say you see the Malaysia, right? We can see that the color is dark purple. We are among the highest countries with diabetes in Western Pacific. They make it under Western Pacific. Yeah, more than 50%. So it's a lot.
Lagipun lagi banyak orang dapat.
Yes, yes. Alright, okay, so how about our data in Malaysia? 1 in 5 adults in Malaysia have diabetes, which is about 3.9 million people aged 18 years and above. Bukan 30 tahun, it's 18 and above. And the age are getting younger and younger each year.
Semakin muda kan?
Yes.
Like last time when I heard about diabetes, orang tua yang akan dapat. Kita orang yang dewasa ni tak perlu takut.
Yeah.
18 years old and above.
Yes. Even my doctor, you have to screen as well. Yeah. But then usually we screen for those who are 30 and above, but in adolescents who are obese. Obese means BMI more than 27, they have to start screening. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. And 1 in 2 adults are unaware that they have diabetes, so we have to start screening.
One of the way to screen, kita pun ada mesin dekat sini juga.
Yes,
Lepas
betul.
the top, please go and do the screening. Ni memang
please do.
percuma.
Yes, correct.
Alright.
Do your screening before it's too late. So what is diabetic retinopathy? It's a serious vision-threatening complication of diabetes. So it's a condition that may occur in people who have diabetes, about 35%, but you have to detect it early because initially you have only mild changes, but the mild changes usually you don't realize. You don't know that you have this vision problem. You have retinopathy, unless if let's say they become proliferative, the one that they presented with sudden onset blurred vision because of blood leakage, or they have what they call as swelling in the eyes. Then they will present with severe blood loss, severe vision loss. But otherwise, we have to do screening. Okay. So this is the photo on the right hand side is the photo of patient with moderate type of diabetic retinopathy. I will show you the stages. Okay, but the good news is the better the control of the blood sugar level, the slower the onset and progression. So the importance is for us to control.
So maksudnya kalau I memang dah dapat diabetic retinopathy ni, I tak akan sembuh, tapi kita boleh kawalkan.
Yes.
Jangan bagi dia serius sangat.
Betul.
Sampai tak dapat nampak blind.
Yes, betul. Semua orang suka BM kan? Sekarang cakap bahasa Malaysia ke bahasa Inggeris?
Apa?
You prefer for me to speak in English or in Malay?
English boleh je.
Boleh. Okay, so we mix. Okay. So how does diabetic retinopathy occur? So basically when you have very high blood sugar in the blood circulation, it damages the blood vessel in the retina. So you can have this one just now that I show vessel leakage, and you can vessel blockage. So you can have both. Okay, so what happened when the vessel leak? Bila salur darah bocor, so what will happen? This is the macula, which is the most sensitive part of the eyes for us to see, for us to read, for us to see colors, for us to see center. Our vision is very unique. Kita ada penglihatan tengah, kita ada penglihatan tepi. We can have vision for near and distance. We can have vision for during the day and at night. So all these are in the eyes. That's very special. So the macula is for us to see near, for us to see during the day, for us to sign the document, for us to eat, for us to see everything at the center. So if this happen, if there is vessel leakage, so what will happen? We couldn't see. So this we call as diabetic macular edema. Yeah, vessel blockage means when there is not enough oxygen. Just now I mentioned, right, this is our blood vessel, it blocks because of the sugar is very high. So it causes the new vessel formation because the eye said they don't have enough oxygen. So they want a new they want to have more blood vessel. So the blood vessel will grow into the gel of the eyes, and when we move, it can cause bleeding because it's not secured. It's not in the retina itself. It's not in our retina. It's in the gel. So that's why when we move, our eyes are moving, right? Dynamic movement. So it can cause bleeding in the eyes. So that what we call as diabetic retinopathy. Yeah.
Dahsyat. Semakin banyak. We really gonna have a good control of it.
Yes, correct. So that's why it's important for you to have a good control.
Yes.
So basically, the diabetes is a progression. It progresses from mild, moderate, severe, and proliferative, new vessel formation. So before you come to the proliferative type, you have this type of non-proliferative. So this one, usually the one with non-proliferative at the center. So you don't know that you have this unless the doctor do the screening for you. So that's why it's important for you to come for regular screening.
Yes, sebab walaupun I dah screen untuk this year kan, maybe the next year, kita pun tak tahu mungkin dia jadi serious ke, lebih banyak blood vessel ke.
Yes.
So kita kena buat regular screening. That is very important. It's like kita pun bahkan health check every year kan.
Yes.
Alright, okay.
Yeah. Alright. So, okay, how about diabetic macular edema? Just now we've mentioned about diabetic retinopathy.
Yes.
Okay. So diabetic retinopathy is the whole vessel in the retina. Macula is the most sensitive part of the eyes. So if let's say diabetic macular edema, it affects the patient's quality of life more than diabetic retinopathy because it's at the center, our center vision, our center point, our focus point. So it adds to the academic burden. Yeah, and it affects mostly in the working age population.
Alright.
Yes. So that's why it's important for us to have a better screening and detect early. So what are the symptoms? What are the symptoms?
Ni korang boleh check whether you have these symptoms or not. Very important.
So early stage, no symptom at all. You don't have the symptom. And then you can have gradual or sudden onset blurring of vision. Sudden usually if the blood vessel break. Gradual usually in diabetic maculopathy, diabetic macular edema. And then you can floaters. Floaters is actually the black spots, or you can see like web-like, something here at the center. You can see blackish spots.
Macam ni ke?
Yes. You can see blackish spots in the visual field. And then you can have distortion of images. Here, the handphone, you can see the image is a bit distorted here. And then you can have altered color perception. This is the normal eye. You can have color, the dim color is a bit dim. Yeah, because the macula is affect the cells that for us to see colors. Yeah.
Okay, so now everyone can check whether you have all these symptoms or not. Tiba-tiba macam ni bukan short sighted saja, tapi actually blur vision everything kan?
Yes.
Okay.
So how you are going to know that whether you are at risk? Whether you are at risk of diabetic retinopathy and diabetic macular edema. I give you BMW, KFC for dinner.
Nak makan lah ni.
Makan lapar, it's for dinner, not for lunch. Basically, blood sugar persistently high, blood pressure high, blood cholesterol high. You are expecting a baby, you are a pregnant lady because the hormones insulin is deranged. And then meal, lack in fiber, means lack in fruits or vegetables. And then weight, obesity. Do you know that obesity, the BMI is more than 25 now? It's getting lesser now, 25 to 27 for Asian population. And more than 23, more than BMI of more than 23 is considered overweight.
So korang dah tahu korang punya BMI ke tak ni?
Cuba
ada check ke tak ni? Go and check.
Yes, go and check your weight. And then kidney failure, family history of the same problem, cigarette smoking, and duration of diabetes more than 10 years.
But maybe not all, right? Maybe like I have a few.
Yes.
Pun akan jadi.
Obesity is one of the risk factors now.
Okay.
Obesity. Even kalau adolescent, if let's say you adolescent of age of 18, right? If let's say you are obese, go and check for your blood sugar. Yeah, because you might have the risk.
Yes.
Previously, we screen only for those who are 30 and above. But now we screen for those who are 18 and above if they are obese.
Sebab semakin muda kan?
Semakin
generation.
muda. Yes.
Yeah. So how can I reduce pula?
How to reduce? Okay. So how we are going to control and prevent? What more can we do? So first, I give you BMW Series C. Make sure that your blood sugar, blood pressure and blood cholesterol are within normal control.
Okay.
Yeah. And then meal, you have to have proper meal. This one Pinggan Sihat Malaysia, suku separuh. So suku means carbohydrate is 1/4 suku. Another suku is protein, like your meat, your anything meat product or protein. Okay. And then half has to be fibers. Fruits and vegetables. Yes, anything colors. Colors are good for our health. Yeah, have to be colorful. Yeah, make our life colorful.
The more colors you can go, the
Yes.
more nutrients you can get.
Yes, yes.
Suku separuh tu bukan suku veggie tau.
Yes, yes.
I tak suka veggie lah, I tak nak veggie pula.
Yeah, it has to be separuh veggie. Yeah, make it colorful.
Lepas ni dah nak pergi lunch ni, korang kena jaga sikit. One of the way. Alright.
Okay, and then weight. Make sure that your BMI is less than 23. How to measure BMI or body mass index? Our weight in kilogram, berat dalam kilogram, bahagi tinggi dalam meter square. So kita dapat BMI.
Alright.
So stop smoking, go for exercise and compliant to treatment and follow up if you have been diagnosed of diabetes.
Baik.
Okay, so what more can we do? Berapa sugar yang level yang kita nak? So if let's say you are fasting, make sure that your sugar level is between 4 to 7.
Ni boleh screenshot. Because my mom always ask me, what is the normal blood sugar? Ni screenshot. Doktor yang bagikan. Ni memang.
Yes. This is the latest update from our CPG, Malaysian CPG in 2021. Okay, so how about HbA1c? Normally we want it to be less than 7%. HbA1c is the sugar that stays in the blood circulation. Macam tadi I tunjuk, I punya salur darah dah jatuh dah, maestro.
Boleh ambilkan tak ada salur darah?
Salur darah
Kita
dah
nak
jatuh.
show salur darah sekarang.
Okay, so because the sugar is very high, right, it stays in the blood circulation for 3 months. So when we do the HbA1c, it is more accurate for us to know our sugar control within the past 3 months. Maksudnya kawalan gula dalam 3 bulan kebelakangan, whether it's high or low. This one you couldn't cheat, tak boleh tipu. Kalau let's say sometimes kan, patient dia pandai, they come, okay, so I have to see the doctor. So I must make sure that today I jaga betul-betul I punya makan. So they come, doktor gula saya cantik, so doctor pun happy. But when the doctor took the HbA1c, then they know your HbA1c is not controlled, your sugar is not controlled. So yang ni tak boleh tipu doktor. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, your blood pressure is between 130 to 139, the upper one. The lower one between 70 to 79. Go for exercise, 150 minutes a week, and body weight. If let's say you are overweight or obese, aim for at least 10% weight loss in 6 months. Do you know, kalau lah let's say you couldn't achieve this, and you are diabetic, the surgeon will ask you to go for stomach surgery, bariatric surgery, to reduce the stomach content. So you feel, you rasa kenyang tu lama sikit.
Alright.
Up to that extent. Because obesity is considered a disease. It's not a condition right now. It's not a disease. So it's a big issue as well, obesity. Yeah.
Jaga sekarang.
Sorry?
Kena jaga sekarang juga.
Yes, kena jaga sekarang. Yeah, get your BMW Series C properly. Okay, and then go for regular eye screening and follow up despite good vision. Yes. Even though your vision is good, 6/6 vision, you can see vision 20/20. Go for eye checkup. Especially if you are diagnosed of diabetes at the time of diagnosis. Type 2. 90% of diabetes, you have type 1, type 2, type 3, the most common one. Type 1, type 2, you have type 3, but it's not that common. You have what we call as pregnancy-induced diabetes in pregnancy. Once you have, and 90% are type 2. 90% of diabetes are type 2. So at time of diagnosis, please go and check your eye.
Oh, alright,
Yes,
alright.
yeah.
Like focus point, we have like eye screening all the time,
Correct.
everywhere. So
Yes.
korang boleh go with regular checking.
Yes.
Because every time I come, right, I go and do one round, and then people ask me, why you keep on doing? Because I want to do my eye check so that I know there's a retina screening. They will screen the front part of your eyes. That is the
Yes.
one that doctor show the picture, kan? The
Yes.
normal one, ataupun kalau memang the other diabetic retinopathy,
Correct.
screen early.
Yes, it's
Alright.
good that you can go and get your eye check here. Okay.
It's free.
It's free. It's free for you to check. Yes, especially for children as well. They can check their vision as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then, okay, so what are the screening tools? The one that we have here is fundus photography. You can detect diabetic retinopathy and diabetic macular edema easily using the fundus photography. And also the rest, if slit lamp, we have the slit lamp here. We have the staff doing the slit lamp with contact lens examination. And then this one, direct ophthalmoscope and binocular indirect ophthalmoscope. This one usually available in the clinic facilities.
Tak faham tak apa, korang duduk je, buat check je.
Yes, check saja. Then we will tell you
Explain,
what. Yes, we'll explain to you. So take home message is the end of the slides. So diabetes is a chronic, costly disease associated with serious health problems and premature death. Okay, and diabetic retinopathy and diabetic macular edema might cause irreversible blindness. Majority of patients with diabetes are unaware of their diabetic retinopathy condition, hence mostly presented late. So that's why the importance of screening. Go for eye screening for early detection and early treatment. And then the prevention is proven, if possible, cost effective and powerful because you don't have to pay that much. Now it's free.
You don't have to pay anything.
Anything.
Dekat sini.
Yeah, correct. Here, yes, correct. So what I want to inform you, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning how you are going to take care of your own health, for you to change, to get a better chance for your healthy life, for you and your family.
Thank you, doctor.
No problem. Thank you so much. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
this, like very inspiring. Ada apa-apa soalan tak? Any questions from the floor? Siapa-siapa yang nak tanya soalan? Nak tanya soalan tak? Nanti, malu pula. Come.
Other than controlling the diabetes, now they are selling supplements like marigold, all sort of things. Does the supplement help?
Supplements for diabetes, we don't have supplements, but we have medication. We have medication. So medication basically is to bring down your sugar level. And the best is for you to see the endocrinologist.
Diabetic retinopathy I'm talking about.
Diabetic retinopathy. No, there's no supplement to help for diabetic retinopathy. No, there is no. Actually, the best is for you to go for the prevention, the one that I mentioned just now. There's no supplements, but this one.
Way to control.
Yeah, this is to control, but there's no supplement. Once, let's say you have diabetes retinopathy, right? There's no way to reverse, but if let's say you control, it can help you not to progress. So we want it not to progress. Yeah, it's from whether you have new vessel, no new vessel. We prefer, it's a stage, it's a progression. It's not suddenly you become proliferative. It goes from the mild, moderate, severe and proliferative. So the earlier the detection, the better the outcome. Yeah, but once diagnosed, make sure that you go for the you compliant to the follow-up, see the doctor, the eye doctor and your physician as well. Basically, it couldn't be reversed. It's not, yes, but if let's say, I couldn't say it couldn't be reversed. It can be controlled. Let's say we have diabetes, right? Diabetic macular edema. I show you the photo just now. Let's say the patient, this one. The one at the center, the diabetic macular edema. You can see, because the protein leakage, right? This one, if let's say you treat, the other treatment, either you do laser or you do injection to the eyes, it can help. It can basically give can give better vision to you. So, but it has to be done by the ophthalmologist, by the eye doctor. Yes. And at the same time, it's a combination of the risk factors, which is diabetes. It has to be a combination of treatment. The physician and also the ophthalmologist. And we have to take care after the diet as well, nutrition. If let's say you can meet the nutritionist, they will advise you on what are the best calorie intake that you have to have. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for your question. We'll give you a gift later for a very good question.
Yeah.
Right, this is one of the things that we all questioning too. Can you keep pass him a gift later? Thank you, sir. Anyone else want to ask questions? Ada tak? Tak ada eh? Okay. I just want to ask one thing. Cause usually when we got diabetes or we got diabetic retinopathy, we feel so, takut sangat, so afraid, and then we are so stressed. But any words from the doctor, can we control it? Should we be very stressed, or how we should handle this?
Okay. If let's say, actually stress is a form of inflammation. Inflammation can cause worsening of because anything inflamed can cause worsening of the diabetic level as well. So what you need to do is first you have to accept that you have diabetes, and then go for regular checkup. Make sure that you take the medication regularly, because it can be controlled. It's not the end of the world.
Can be controlled, not the end of the world, but you must control it. You're gonna take steps.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
Yes.
because a lot of my friends mereka takut tau, stress. Cannot sleep. I don't want to eat sebab takut nanti gula tinggi lagi. Tapi tak eat nanti gula terlalu rendah kan?
Yes, correct. But because the good news, right? The good news is, if let's say you have good control of the this one. If let's say you have good control of the sugar level, you can slower down the onset, and you can slower down the progression of diabetic retinopathy. So that's the good news. It's not basically once you are diagnosed of diabetes, you have this. But if let's say your control is good, your blood pressure is good, your cholesterol level is good, you go for exercise, you reduce the weight, everything will be better for you. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the words from the doctor. Don't worry, dunia bukan kiamat lagi. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, give our doctor the big hand. Thank you very much, Dr. Noah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.